On my most recent cut, I started at 92 kilos, pretty damn fat, and I ended up at 73 kilos. So I lost 19 kilos in the space of 18 weeks. So that's over 1 kilo every week. I've also helped my clients do this as well. Reese has lost 20 kilos in 18 weeks. Tommy has lost 15 kilos in 16 weeks. And for most people, you want to lose about 1% of your body weight per week. This tends to be the sweet spot. So if you're 100 kilos, that's 1 kilo per week. If you're 70 kilos, that's 0.7 kilos per week. Even if it's not that high, even if it's just half a kilo you're losing, that's still very good. And it's a good rate of progress. But with fat loss, you want to be in and you want to be out. Whilst I lost the 19 kilos that I shed off, I maintained pretty much all of my muscle mass. And if you're doing everything correctly, you'll be able to do this too. And the more muscle you maintain, the higher your metabolism will stay at and the more food you can eat. And it's so important that you're tracking all your metrics. If you want to lose 1 kilo per week, you want to track everything. People wing it and sometimes lose a little bit of weight, but it's not going to be sustainable in the long run. You want to track every single thing. So when things start to plateau, you know what to change in your plan. You know what to reduce and you know what to increase. You might be asking yourself, what metrics should you be tracking? Well, you want to track your calories, you want to track your protein intake, you want to track your step count, you want to track your daily scale weight, you want to track the amount of cardio you're doing, you want to track your lifts in the gym, you want to track your weekly progress photos. There are a lot of things that you need to track if you want to strip off this fat really quickly. Of course, you can be in a calorie deficit without tracking all these things, but if you want to lose weight at the correct pace, and you want to lose fat in the long run, these are the things you want to track. We're so lucky to live in a generation where we can track these things to influence our body weight and our body fat percentage. So if you're not using these tools, you're going to be falling behind in comparison to the person who does use all of these tools. When it comes to losing a kilo a week, we want to create a calorie deficit that's the equivalent to a kilo, which is 7,700 calories. Now, to do this, you don't want to do this all by cutting down your food. Otherwise, you're going to feel like a starving little child. You're going to be starving and food obsessed all day, and you're going to feel fatigued. You're going to feel flat. You're going to feel skinny when you do lose the weight. So instead of that, we want to increase your activity levels. So this is your cardio and your step count. The minimum amount of cardio you should be doing a week is 150 minutes to be healthy. So if you've never done cardio before, start by doing 100 to 150 minutes of low intensity steady state cardio per week. That's a great base to go from. So you can spread this out. So after you hit the gym and you hit your weights, you can do like 20, 30 minutes after those sessions, maybe an additional session on one of the days that you don't train weights. So let's say you do 150 minutes of low intensity steady state cardio, probably going to burn around 1,500 calories depending on how fit you are. As well as that, you want to do steps. So let's say 10,000 steps is a great number to aim for. I say this should be around your minimum. Maybe go to 8K if you're just starting from like 2, 3K, bump it up to 8 before you go to 10. But 10K steps will burn around 500 calories for the average man. So 500 calories across the week every day is 3,500 calories across the week. So if you combine that with the 1,500 calories of cardio you're doing, that's 5,000 calories we're going to be burning just from steps and cardio alone. Then we can create the additional deficit from food. So there's around 2,700 calories left of the 7,700 that we can create from food. So you're never going to know exactly how many calories to eat. Everyone's body is different, but you can use this formula. So times your body weight in kilos by 30, and maybe you can go a bit higher, 33 you can times it by, but I find 30 for most people is a good number. So for me, I'm 77 kilos, times 30 is around 2,300 calories. And then I would also do the cardio and steps as well. And that creates that big deficit so I can lose 1 kilo every single week. The benefit of doing the low intensity steady state cardio plus the steps is it's very low fatigue. It's not like these high intensity training programs that will not only make you feel very fatigued, but will also spike your hunger. When you're doing this low intensity exercise, it's going to burn a lot of calories very efficiently, but it's also going to make you feel less fatigued. And if you combine this with weight training, this is the most effective way to lose body fat. And this allows you to eat more food. So you're going to be able to keep your food higher for longer. So you're going to be able to eat more carbohydrates, you'll feel less flat, your muscles will feel more full. So whilst you're losing the body fat, you'll feel fuller. Whereas if you drop calories super low when you start a diet, you'll look flat. You'll lose body fat and weight for sure, but you'll look skinnier, and that is not nice mentally. So instead, keep your food high, keep your activity high. So you want to push your activity to the highest sustainable point that you can. The more cardio you do, the better. The healthier you'll be, the more body fat you'll be able to strip off. Obviously, you want to scale this up. Don't start doing an hour every day if you've never done cardio before or you've never consistently done it. Start with 10, 20, 30 minutes. Slowly scale it up daily. I started doing 20 minutes on a 15 incline treadmill with a speed of 4 kilometers an hour at the start of my diet when I was 92 kilos. By the end of my diet, when I was around 73 kilos, I was doing an hour at 5.5 kilometers an hour. So I developed so much fitness and I was able to go a lot faster, burn a lot more calories on that incline treadmill, do it for a longer duration. And building up that fitness will not only do wonders for your body and your aesthetic, but also your mind as well. It will make you incredibly mentally sharp and you'll feel amazing. And you'll be able to eat more food as well. So not only you get the benefit of losing body fat, but you can also eat more food. So who doesn't want that? Now, this is all easier said than done. Sounds simple, right? Just do cardio steps, eat in a small calorie deficit, track all your metrics. Sounds very simple. You don't have to give up bread. You don't have to start doing these crazy fasts. You don't have to do any of this stuff that you've heard online. You just have to stick to the basics. And there will be times where life gets in the way. People will say, oh, come out to do this, come out to this restaurant, we got plans here, there's a wedding, there's a holiday coming up. You need to stick to the plan. That is why not many people can stay on this path and get lean. It's because life gets in the way and people fold the moment that one of these plans come up, but you need to stay on the path. I work with very busy people. You might say, I don't have the time to do all of this. I work with entrepreneurs, I work with gym owners, I work with busy shift workers. The difference between them and someone who complains about it is they are more organized. They stick to the plan no matter what. They have a schedule and they stick to it religiously. They just do the same thing day in, day out, and that's why they're able to get the result. If you want the result bad enough, you will do the stuff that it takes to get the result. You will make the sacrifices necessary to get your result. If you do want help getting that result you're after, click the top link in the description for one-to-one coaching with me if you want a result like you've seen from other clients of mine. If not, just hit subscribe if you did get value from this video and hit a like if you found it valuable, and I'll see you in the next video.